Hello, foodie beauties. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I hope you're all doing well. Now the title of my video was probably a bit shocking for you guys. I do plan on explaining what I mean by that, how I let my husband control me. First I just want to say that just a little bit of an update with how I'm doing. For those of you who don't know, I suffer from binge eating disorder and food addiction, and I have been this way for as long as I can remember in my life. You know, even as a kid, I was always obsessed with food in a very unhealthy way. I would, use food for comfort. That developed into using food for comfort, and food has just always been the main focus center of my life. I have a lot of food noise in my head. It's just always food. You know, what am I going to eat next? I'm just always thinking about food, obsessing about food. So I have talked about this ad nauseum on my channel, and I probably will continue to talk about, some of my struggles and stuff like that. So, but so far I'm on a winning streak, just doing well. I'm actually really happy with the little accomplishments I've been making. So, some of those accomplishments are I haven't binged in a while now. And well, a while for me is like probably a few days, like since Thailand anyways, since being back home. In Thailand, I ordered a lot, and I did have some, there were some times where, I would be alone and just watching a movie or whatever in the hotel, and I would order out again on top of having had supper and stuff like that. And then I would order snacks or go to the 7-Eleven and have snacks. And I realized, left to my own devices, being in private, I was able to just do whatever I wanted to, and was also able to hide things from my husband, who's concerned about my health and my eating disorder. I will also say that this is new for him. He's a a person who doesn't have issues with food at all. They eat to live, and they don't think about food after they've eaten. They're good. They don't think about their next meal after that. I've been surrounded by normies my whole life. So and when it comes to food, that's what I mean by normie. And so this is like a whole new thing for him. I did mention when we met, because I feel it's important to be transparent with somebody, especially if you're planning on marrying them. I felt it was important for him to really know what my downs were. So I did, talk a bit about how I have issues with food. He's very encouraging, just today, throughout the day, just saying you're doing such a good job, because he knows he's very intelligent and he learns fast. So I already feel like he knows, kind of what it would be like for me and how hard it must be for me. So I'm glad that he can empathize with me and understand, and be patient. Like I really emphasize to him, like you really need to be patient if this is going to work, because this is going to be like, there's a lot of ups and downs, and it's a very arduous journey. I let him control certain things now in my life, but there's a difference between like a narcissistic control, a control of asserting power over someone, versus having your back. And what I'm talking about when I mean control is I'm letting him control things that I have no control over. So yes, I let him control me with eating now, ordering out. So I'm letting him help me with that. And what I mean by that specifically is I've decided to show him everything I eat, everything I put in my mouth, like showing him what I eat throughout the day. Anytime we eat out, it'll be together usually anyways, but there's no more of me just like turning to him and saying, hey, I'm going to order a 12-inch sub with some cookies and some chips, or I'm going to order Burger King because I want a chicken royal meal. There's no more of that. And so far so good. Honestly, I'm not even like craving junk food right now. Not fast food, because I got really bad food poisoning in Thailand. At least I think that's what it was, after eating some pretty disgusting junk. It was like really nasty. Like, I'm sure at some point I will get cravings for certain things. There's still things that, I think I would overindulge on if I had in the house. So we did a healthier grocery order, you know, this time. And yeah, so I just basically, when I mean like controlling, I mean more like being really accountable to him. Yeah, I'm basically just holding myself more accountable than before. Before I had the mentality that I don't, you know, really need to be accountable to anyone but myself. But I think I need to surrender that idea for now, that I can control, that I'm in control, because I'm not, you know. And I know that I do need to be, but I do need some help with that at first. And being as my husband is like, he's my husband, he's my, you know, he's my supporter. He protects me, he cares about me, he really cares about my health. And so yeah, I mean, you know, being 40 and having diabetes, type 2 diabetes, you know, being with someone so unhealthy who can't do anything, and I don't want to be that way anymore either. I want to live life, and I want to do a lot in life. So and I'm really going to try to keep it that focusing on this journey, basically. So that's what I plan on doing, staying on track. Hopefully it works out. We'll see. But
hey guys, so on a serious note, and I know you're gonna look at this point, if I am a YouTube viewer, I wouldn't watch me either at this point, because I know I probably look absolutely insane. And you know what? I probably am. I probably am. I just don't even, I feel so distant from my own brain. I had a talk with BB about all this, and he offered to come to the hospital with me if I needed to. Which I know a lot of you don't think that I'm in a loving relationship. I hate even addressing that, because I know, being a YouTuber, people are going to make up all kinds of ridiculous rumors. But he's always there for me, like always there for me whenever I have a medical issue or I'm in trouble. Like, that's why I want to marry the man, because honestly, he's my rock. He's if it weren't for him, if I was with somebody else like me, I mean, I need someone like him to keep me grounded, seriously. So, well, I don't know what the hell I was thinking that I could be a food addict. I think that a part of me, a lot of the times, still in denial about having an eating disorder, even though a lot of you, have you been diagnosed with an eating disorder? Well, I think I told you guys when I went to see the diet doctor, the weight loss doctor, he did a consultation with me, a good hour, and he was like, "Oh, you have an eating disorder." Like, he was, you know. And he's like, "I want to refer you to the eating disorder clinic." And when I told him that my GP already did that, that's when he was like, "Okay, that's good." And he wanted to prescribe me something in the meantime to get the edge off until I can get in, because there's a wait list. And that's why I wanted to go to the hospital and tell them, "Look, I'm eating myself to death." So, and I watched my 600-pound life last night. Today's Sunday, but I watched it only last night. I know it comes out on Wednesdays. And Kelly is the person that was in that, and you know, God rest her soul, but unfortunately her heart gave out and she passed away. And I think that episode serves as such a wake-up call, hopefully, for a lot of people that are in the same boat, and I'm one of them, you know. That being said, I don't know what I was thinking that I could do mukbangs the way I've been doing them with the trigger food. And I know that's what I'm saying. I know people are going, "Duh, hello, you're so frustrating because we've been screaming that and you've been blocking us." When I have an idea in my head, I'm very stubborn, and it's not a good thing. So I was just like so gung-ho that I could make this work, and you know, thinking that I would have the discipline to eat 4 pieces of pizza, which I did, and I shot the rest out, and it was wasting, but at the same time, it was risky, you know? So I shot it out, and I just got back from a major binge. I went to Wild Wing, I had 8 boneless wings, an order of fries, and a huge, huge piece of Reese's cheesecake. So, and that's after, like earlier, after the pizza, I steamed these king crab legs, and I ate them all. So I have no control. Like, I just don't. My depression is really bad. It's not better since being on this medication. I thought it would be. I don't know if it just hasn't kicked in yet. For me, as a food addict, I understand people who know whenever I first started doing, I always use that as a defense. When I first started doing my channel, I was doing mukbangs. But most people didn't know about my situation. And a lot about my life at that time. Now people do. And it's probably hard for them to watch mukbangs from somebody knowing that they suffer from an eating disorder. So I understand that. Such a mess. On top of that, my biggest problem with mukbangs, for me, it's not just, that's one of the major issues, but another one is I was thinking, what kind of message am I giving to other people with my channel? I feel like by doing the unhealthy mukbangs, eating loads of junk, I'm giving a message that's kind of promoting disordered eating, because that's not normal, it's not healthy, and it is hazardous to the health. And for me, I feel like that's definitely something that bothers me. And I don't want to be known for that. Honestly, when it comes to mukbangs, it's the appeal that I can eat what I want and make more money doing it. Seriously, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make healthier recipes and meals. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. How are you? How are you? All right, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about some things. By the title of the video, you're probably clicking on this video and rolling your eyes because my track record is that I have tried, well, I've changed my mind about diets many different times. I've tried different things, some for longer periods than others, but mostly not for very long periods of time. So the last time I talked about keto, I was doing more research into it and really considering giving it a try. So my thing is, I'm not really good at following through with things. However, since I did start treatment, I have been doing well with certain things. So sticking to, small goals for now, but with the weekly shopping, the not eating fast food, not going to drive-thrus, things like that. So it's getting better. And for me, I feel like it's like using a muscle. The more you use it, the more, it grows and grows. So it gets easier over time. So basically what I am going to talk about today is that I did talk to my doctor since then, and I think that I would really like to give keto a really good try, a really honest try, a really good try for 30 days and see if it makes any difference. I feel that it will, which is why I'm really wanting to do this. I follow a lot of people on Instagram who are on keto and have lost a lot of weight, and I'm starting to slowly rethink how sure, you could still lose weight in eating things in moderation. Breads and stuff like that. But I was researching more, and a lot of you have said this as well, so you can say told you so if you want. But and actually the weight loss doctor did talk about this before too as well, is that I'm pre-diabetic. So for somebody who's pre-diabetic, carbohydrates are probably not the best thing. I'm starting to believe that more and more, and the ketogenic diet is one that I have not done consistently or tried consistently, give it an honest go. So I feel like I just have a hunch, like a gut feeling that it's going to be right for me somehow. I know I bought that bread and I had that pizza slice, but beyond that, I have really been eating. Like if I really, I've been choosing foods that are kind of keto friendly, like I did in a couple of my videos, like I did in my vlog yesterday when I went out to eat, keeping things very low carb. So, but I would really like to do keto. And yeah, so I really want to do a 30-day keto challenge. I know I've said this diet, that diet, I've done it before, and you're probably thinking 30 days, you can't even stick to something for like 2 days. But like I said, I'm getting better at that. So far, it's been a couple of weeks, or more than a couple of weeks. I think it's like the third week of doing weekly groceries, or it might be a month. I don't know, but I've been at it for a little while now. It's pretty much since I started treatment, I've been getting better at keeping to my commitments on certain things. So far, I feel like things are slowly starting to change for real. So now, I'm not saying that, this journey is going to be perfect from now on. There are roadblocks. There are things that happen in a journey. Failure is always a part of success. So, but I will be honest, if there's any binges that happen, if there's anything that happens, I will keep you guys updated. Hey guys, I just woke up. Oh, you'll probably only see this video later though, but by the time I get to upload it and everything. So I just wanted to talk to you about a few things as usual. And again, keto people, don't be offended. If it worked for you, that's great. The thing with keto is you're going to lose weight. I mean, most people, when they do keto, they're cutting out all junk food regardless. So any fad diet mostly requires you to cut out junk food, which in itself, you're going to lose weight. So is it the fact that you're eating high fat because your body's burning the fat? Maybe. Is it long-term sustainable? I'm not sure about that. And I don't feel 100% right and comfortable about it. So, I eat meat, and I was like,
I could eat meat on this diet and stuff, but I don't really, I know it's kind of hypocritical of me, but I don't really feel right personally myself eating meat. And when I was eating plant-based, and you're gonna roll your eyes, but I felt the best, like in my gut, in my spirit, everything, you know. Sounds corny, but that's the way it is. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be filming a mukbang, which is the salmon I bought. I want to eat the wild salmon. I probably won't. I don't know what it is, but lately the thought of eating meat and things like that just really makes me feel nauseous. And I think, I don't know, I get like that. I get in these phases. So I think that what I'm going to do is, just to start, completely eliminate the following from my diet. Animal products. So dairy, meat, eggs, everything, animal products. Number one, I can't afford to eat, to be healthy, I can't afford to eat grass-fed, organic. It's so expensive. And, you know, my own doctor told me to avoid eating too much meat products because of, in commercial meat products that you get at a grocery store, because of the hormones and additives, antibiotics, things like that. So I have a hormonal problem. So I know people have said that they've regulated their hormonal problems with keto and all this stuff, but I know people who have cured their hormonal problems, PCOS, with a completely plant-based, unprocessed diet as well. So anyways, so I'm going to eliminate animal products. I'm going to eliminate processed food. So processed food, I guess, would be like gluten, wheat products like pasta. I'm just going to completely eliminate gluten and see how that works. And I'm going to, you guys are really gonna find this weird. Just keep an open mind. I'm going to be doing a fad type of diet for the next, until I see my doctor again. And I'm going to be documenting every day, so I have something to bring to her. And I'm going to tell her why I'm not going to be doing the keto diet, but I'm going to weigh myself. So you're going to see the weigh-in after this video. And I'm going to be doing a potato diet. I don't know if you've heard of it, a potato cleanse, potato diet, whatever. If you want more references of people who have done it, check out High Carb Hannah. I'll link their channels below. And Jordan Shrinks. This girl was very heavy. She was, I think, about 300 pounds. She lost 135 pounds in a year eating completely plant-based, and she lost even more weight doing the potato diet for 30 days. I'm not going to do it for 30 days. It's a bit, you know, but macros-wise, I don't think it's much different than eating a plant-based vegan diet. So, for example, all of you who think potatoes have a bad rap, you need to do research. You can't just say, oh, potatoes are white and starchy, because I'll tell you right now, I did my research on potatoes. So the potato diet, first of all, consists of eating potatoes. This girl ate about 20 potatoes a day. I'm going to count calories. I'm not sure how many that will be. I'll let you know. You can eat potatoes. I'm going to eat organic potatoes because it's also a cleanse type of diet. And, you know, when you're doing a cleanse, you want to try to get organic so you're not adding more chemicals to your body with pesticides. So I'm going to use organic potatoes, all different kinds. And you can not use any oil. You can cook them however you want, mash, whatever, but you can't use oil, butter, nothing like that. You can use herbs and spices. You can use salt. You can use sauces that are not high fat, like ketchup. I'm going to make my own ketchup, and I'm going to sweeten it with raisins. So I'll show you the recipe for that when I do make it. You can use, and you can eat unlimited. All the non-starchy vegetables you want with it, you can eat. Leafy greens, you can eat cruciferous vegetables. So you're getting a ton of vitamins and a ton of antioxidants, and you're actually getting protein. So I picked apart a single potato. I did a research. And it's easy to find yourself if you don't believe me on Google. It's very high in vitamin C. Potatoes are high in vitamin C. Potatoes are high in fiber, which is very supportive of digestive health. Because eating high fat, for me, I don't have a gallbladder. I have irritable bowel. And when I eat high fat, I get physically ill. Like, I feel sick. As you've seen in a lot of videos where I'm like, oh, I'm so sick, I just ate a lot of cheese. And eating healthy fats might be different, but I just don't like the way my body feels after eating a lot of fat. So I'm going to try this. You know what? I'm going to try this. If it doesn't work, if I go get blood tests after and my blood sugar is through the roof, if it's even elevated, if I gain weight and not lose weight, I'm going to make adjustments. That's just how it's going to work. So I'm going to weigh myself now. I'm not going to show you my feet because my toenails are long and I can't find the toenail cover. Anyway, I will see you guys for a mukbang and TMI a bit later. Bye! Guys, hey! Welcome back to my channel. I'm not skinny yet. The trash bag background is back. I just wanted to talk about some updates on how I'm doing with, you know, the whole food addiction thing, everything like that, some steps that I've been taking. Just basically, I haven't updated you since the whole smoothie diet thing. So, yeah, so I've learned a lot. This has just been like a mind fuckery, for lack of a better term, this whole journey, this whole thing so far, more than any time in my life, because I feel like I'm just really confronted more with, I'm just really more conflicted now, and things are just like at a boiling point in my life, and I'm just coming to a lot of realizations. I don't know if I'm like growing up. I don't know if anyone is like this, but sometimes I feel like I'm so immature, and I just keep thinking like, was one day I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna be an like adult, like, hey, I don't know, I don't think it works like that. I think it's just like learning from experiences in life, like learning from mistakes. It's when we don't learn from mistakes and continually do them over and over. I mean, if eventually you learn from them, you've grown as a person, you know? Anyways, I'm going to try not to digress. I don't have like, it's just going to be all over the place. Okay, so let me start with the smoothie diet. I started that on July 5th, I believe, and I did it for a couple of days. It was fine. And then I caved. I caved hard. I was craving, I had a specific craving. It was for there's a grocery store in Ottawa that makes these huge pizza buns. They're like pizza buns. They have like pizza sauce on them and like lots of cheese. So I drove at like 1 in the morning to this 24-hour grocery store just to get those buns, and I ate 3 of them, and they're pretty big. So, and then I thought, okay, I'm just going to get back on it. And there's a learning process here, so don't worry. That's why I'm retelling this to you. I know you're rolling your eyes, probably a lot of you, but the next day decided to get back on the smoothie diet. It was going well, and then the next day I caved, and I think BB was working and I was alone, and it was like I had the car and it was just me the night, and I decided to drive 200 kilometers, almost 200 kilometers, about 2 hour drive to this place I was telling you about. Do you remember I posted something like I want an orange julep? So I drove all the way to get, oh my gosh, they have this like creamy orange drink. It's kind of like an orange Julius, but a bit different. They have jumbo veggie dogs, and they had like a combo with like a drink, 2 veggie. It was like a jumbo veggie dogs and poutine, and it was like Quebec poutine, so it's like the best poutine. It was so good, and I just put on my, it was the middle of the night, and it was like, I put on a YouTube video like on my dashboard. It was like that cannibal guy, or Ermin Mavis or Moose or whatever, he's German, he ate that guy's wiener. Anyway, so I was watching like crime documentaries, I listened to my audiobooks, I was listening to The Shining. It was very pleasurable for me, and yeah, that's the type of food addict I am. I'm obsessive, and it was just like an escape, it was like intimate. I was by myself, and yeah. Guys, a lot of people will ask me like, does your boyfriend support you? He does, but he doesn't understand food addiction. He has no idea what he's dealing with. Like, he doesn't really get it, and I think he's there for emotional support if I need it, but he doesn't know how to proactively be like, okay, like, he's just not that type of person. He doesn't have any experience with that, and I think that's all I'm going to say, because we really do just prefer to keep our relationship out of the public eye, and I'm sure you can imagine why. So anyway, so that being said, that was a flop, and then I decided to go from, was successful the last couple of days at the smoothie diet. I decided to try, and I did post some of it, like bits and pieces of this on Instagram, but I decided to try. I said, okay, I'm going to go into a new plan of eating, Plan Z, and that is based on what I'm reading in the binge code. So then I decided I'm going to do a 3-day juice detox. Yes, I know, you can roll your eyes, I deserve this one. And, I'm stubborn with that, because there's people who do it. And then I came to the realization that there's not one size fits all when it comes to this stuff. What somebody is able to do in one respect, somebody else might be a failure at. And I need to stop comparing myself to other people and what other people can do, where other people are at in their life, in their weight loss journey, and focus on something that's going to work for me, because nothing has worked. Nothing. When you like pollute your body so much like I do, your liver and kidneys become diseased and don't function properly as properly as they should. They need a break. They detox your body. What detoxes those organs? So it's just a help. So these fruits and vegetables really aid in that. And I think going from eating very toxic into a like hardcore juice cleanse like that is really not a good idea, especially when you're extremely addicted to food in a physical sense as well. I had bad withdrawals. I had the worst headaches that kept coming back. I would use peppermint oil. It would work for a time, and then they would come back. I was nauseous, worst diarrhea, so moody, just miserable. Like, I thought I was like, I would just pass out for a couple hours at a time just to like escape. I was I don't know if I was hungry. I can't tell. I don't know if that's another reason why I wanted to do this whole juice cleanse. I don't really know. I don't think I know what it is to be hungry versus having a craving or an urge to binge. I had bought this and I thought, you know what? I'm going to really give it a try. And so far, guys, this has been the most helpful thing in my journey so far. This is so amazing. Like, this is a Bible. You need to purchase this. I would highly recommend it. It's very practical. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to eat as nutritiously as possible often throughout the day, and still, make sure you're not eating too many calories. But the focus is not on this weight loss. It's not a weight loss journey. It's not a race to get to a certain weight. It's a process of healing and getting back to normal, back to a normal set point, and not depriving your body of food, because that's a disaster, especially if you're a binge eater, because it feels like I'm back at, just at the start. But I'm going to do 5 minutes of a just moderate pace to warm up, and then I'm going to do 5 minutes of like a brisker walk and then in 5 minutes, you know, back to a slower pace to warm down. And each week or so, you can increase, each week you increase the brisk walking by 2 minutes. So that's going to be my focus for now. And those are just some of the practical things I'm doing. So the new way of eating. And I think that I feel relieved because I feel like it's not restrictive. Like I'm not going to be, you know, oh no, how is my body going to handle this? It's going to be getting nutritious food every couple of hours or every 3 hours in the day. You know, so I'll have breakfast at 8:30, and then eat again at, like, you know, 10:30 or something like that, a small snack or whatever. So I'm going to do this and start this up. And yeah, so I don't know when I'll have a weigh-in. I don't know, you know, I know a lot of people, the people who are going to be disappointed by that anyway are just people who just want to see if I've managed to lose weight or not. You know, I'm going to wait and adapt my body a bit, and I will take you on this journey with me. But I am going to do a multitude of other types of videos as well, like cooking. Do still want to do some mukbangs. I do want to do some scary things like Mystery Monday. I want to bring that back. So there's a lot I want to do, and I appreciate your patience and everything, you know, through this whole thing with me, guys. I'm a very difficult person, so so he's a lot more involved than before. You know, before I didn't really want to hear it, and I would actually be defensive with him about it, and kind of just like anyone else, like kind of like, I got this. I just want to handle it on my own. I just want to, you know, I don't want you to criticize me for what I'm eating. I don't want to hear it. Like, I just want to eat in peace. Like, just leave me alone. Just let me indulge on my Burger King and don't have any opinion on it, you know? So, but no, I'm going to totally let him criticize me for that. I'm totally going to let him criticize me, and I'm totally going to let him tell me no, and I'm totally going to let him control this part of my life that I have no control over. So, inshallah, this will be the time that I can finally make these lifestyle changes.
I feel like a pig, but you know what? Oink, oink.